to say that I have a problem. Absolutely not.
I'm heading to Ascot to Amanda's boutique Blinks for the first time. This is one of the richest areas in the country, packed with women who have time and money to shop.
There's all these cafes, all those ladies who lunch. There is just so much potential and so much money around here.
The woman behind the pout is Amanda Collins, who bought Blinks 3 years ago as a shop already catering for curvy ladies. But since Amanda took over, business has gone pear-shaped. And she's had to go back part-time to her old job as a fitness instructor. She spends half her day in the gym making women thinner to earn enough to keep her shop for fuller figure ladies open.
Morning.
Hello, Amanda.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, you?
Pleased to meet you.
You too.
The first thing I want Amanda to explain is why she thinks the clothes she's selling are what her customer wants.
Show me what they love. Show me the stuff they love.
Well, our best sellers are pieces like this. She's smiling, aren't you? Or not?
Well, no, because I didn't know what that was. What is that? Is that a romper suit?
It looks like it, but it's not. It's an overpiece. It's an actual top. These fabrics, if you've probably noticed with the bigger ladies, they're not very thick because they don't like to be hot.
So bigger ladies get hot?
Yeah, they do, because they sweat a lot, don't they?
So you have to take into consideration that they want to be able to move. The fabrics aren't too thick because they sweat a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one is.
I'm shocked at how Amanda's talking about her customers.
So we've got a lady who really needs to disguise everything.
All right. So this is...
There's not much hope for her at all.
Is this woman for real? Or am I having a bad dream? Amanda even has her own set of terms to describe the customer's body shapes.
So you've got the bouncy castle, the no-hoper.
Yeah, the bullet.
The bullet, what's the bullet?
It's a short, packed thing, and it's just, like, solid from here to here, and...
I've heard enough to convince me that I've got a shop owner with a real problem here.
This is a woman who actually doesn't like her customers or the clothes she's selling. I'm really shocked because I don't understand how anybody can be that negative and cynical.
I think it would do Amanda some good to face the women of Ascot and be forced to hear some honest opinion about these clothes.
What I want you to do is I want you to pick out 5 garments that you think really, really sums up the shop and sums up the customer who you're selling to, OK? 5 pieces, then stick them on here and I'll do the same.
Go.
Go.
We're going to take the good, the bad and the really ugly pieces out of Amanda's shop onto the high street. It's buzzing with potential customers. Women of about 35 plus, mums, ladies who latte, and working women, all with money to spend. But would they spend it on Amanda's clothes?
Honest opinions, would you wear, would you buy?
No.
Why?
Too flouncy and I think probably look like a sack.
Would you consider wearing this as an overpiece?
No.
To me, these look like a cross between something you'd go out shooting with whilst asleep. So, no way.
Even Amanda's trump card isn't getting the right response.
What is it?
I'm sorry. I mean, I know I'm big, but really that's going to make me look like a absolute melon. No.
Not only do the women of Ascot dislike Amanda's clothes, they're actually laughing at them.
Why'd you say no to those?
It's a really rude word.
What are they?
They're shit carriers, aren't they?
That's quite a lot to take on board, and it was a bit of a firing line, I felt. My little trump card number was a bit of a, like, what is it? But certain people who are in need of disguising one's body, it's not too bad.
I think the big problem is that I don't think she gets the customer, understands them, and she has this kind of little idea in her head that she somehow sees these people as a different race, a different breed, and that is the big thing she's got to get over. So it's quite a difficult one, this. It's not straightforward. It's not straightforward at all.
If Amanda's going to start making money, she's going to have to change her mindset. What Amanda might not realise is that her curvy customer is in fact the average British woman. 57% of us in this country are size 14 or above. Yet, the fashion industry is shockingly bad at providing fashion in bigger sizes.
If you look at the high street, right, there's a massive gap in the market. Most of the shops are catering to 16 to 25-year-old girls, size 6, 8, 10, 12. The truth of the matter is that fashion industry is biased towards smaller sizes. Do you find shopping for your size and your age as well difficult?
Very difficult. I look at the shops and they don't look irrelevant to me. I can't see the things that really would suit me.
A lot of stores say only go to a 14, or even their 16s are not, say, what I'd call a 16. So I'd say that sometimes they don't always cater for the sort of more curvier customer.
For a size 14 plus, fashionable, stylish woman, there's a really big lack of choice on the high street. If Amanda focuses and puts her energy into getting this right, she could seriously have a little gold mine in Ascot.
There are a few places currently getting this market right, and one of them is Harrods. And that's where I'm taking Amanda next. This place is a fashion palace. 5 floors of the most desirable, exciting, up-to-the-minute fashion. I'm going to give Amanda the chance to show me that she does have the ability to dress her customers in a way that will flatter them.
So what I want you to do today is to style 3 potential customers, okay? I'm going to give you a little rundown on who the women are so you've got an understanding of who they are in your head.
The ladies I've found are all in their late 30s and 40s and range from dress sizes 14 to 20.
Those are your ladies. Take good care of them and go style them.
Thank you. Wish me luck.
I will do. Good luck. I'll be watching you.
There are some great collections in here. I hope Amanda doesn't revert to just covering these women up.
Bust 42, waist 38, hips 47. Wow, poor girl. She's very unbalanced. So I'm trying to give her keep her in the roughly the same colour, give her the attraction here and the detraction here due to the unbalancing of the thighs. But she's a little bit taller, so she's not going to look as bad as she sounds. And she actually doesn't look that bad in the picture. Cover up the arms, absolutely. Let's see if we can win on this one, shall we?
Oh, dear God, here she goes again.
Huge, huge, not very tall. 40 double D, ooh, waistline 40. It's quite sad, really. These are no good for misshaped bodies, really.
When you've got Amanda describing these women as misshaped and sad, how the hell can she be coming up with something beautiful to dress them in when she feels that way about them?
I'm stuck on this one a little bit because I can't see the bottom of her legs. That's an issue. Should I just assume she's got normal ankles or what?
Yeah, why not? Let's assume she's got normal ankles.
Let's give her something, yeah.
Whatever
Okay.
normality is.
That's me.
You're normal.
Absolutely.
I think she's sizist. I actually think she's sizist. That's the issue that we have here. And that's a big issue when you've got someone who's running a shop for people who are larger sizes. It's hideous.
I've noticed that Amanda's completely ignoring any clothes that are fitted.
Do you not like that stuff, Amanda?
People with a big bust, they sort of tend to go in and out, and that just goes straight up, straight down. Doesn't do a lot for me.
Amanda's finally chosen her outfits, and they're not looking promising. Apart from the yucky old leopard print number, we're back to black, grey and dark red tents. The stuff she stocks that blinks.
I'm not looking forward to actually styling these women with her because I want these women to enjoy this. And I'm actually in 2 minds whether I tell her beforehand how annoyed I am, or whether I just give her one more chance to see how she works with these women and how she makes them feel.
With our various outfits, we're off back to Ascot to meet our ladies.
Hello, ladies. Hi. She comes staggering in with the bags. This is Amanda.
Hi, pleased to meet you.
Amanda's picked out an outfit for each of you, having looked at your little credential cards, all right?
Are you excited?
Yeah. Shout if you need any help. See you later.
My initial impressions is, oh dear, Bet Lynch.
Here they are, the chicks with the jackets.
I hope these ladies will be upfront with Amanda about what they think of these clothes.
What did you think of this jacket? Do you like the colour? Do you like the feel of it? Is it something you would
Not
wear
really.
if
I'm really honest, no, I don't.
Right.
The colour is too drab.
Okay.
Yeah.
You girls look terribly nervous.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable, actually, rather than...
Is it?
I'll be perfectly honest, I feel very frumpy, and because it's not fitted, suddenly I just seem to have got bigger.
It's clothes for fat people, and that's the reason I don't like going shopping, because this is what's there for me.
But what I find, Amanda, when you talked about... I mean, I think the three of them standing here, I think all of them have aged up 10 years than they were. I kind of...
Feel it.
You feel it?
I feel older.
But
Don't worry, darling, you look it too. Imagine. They've aged them up. They are aged up.
Kim's looking the most miserable in her mad old aunt outfit, so I'm going to put her into a little something I grabbed in Harrods to show Amanda what a difference a bit of shape and cut makes to how a woman feels in her clothes.
Miss Kim. Miss Kim will be modelling.
Wow. Yeah. Very different.
Yeah. The trousers are much better, I have to say, in terms of where they're fitting. I feel much better in it than I did in the other outfit, where I just felt I'd lost something.
The thing I liked about the trouser is actually these fit the leg, and I see the shape of her leg, and I think that's quite sensuous myself.
The question is, does Amanda agree?
it's unusual to hear you say that she'd like to show off the size of her thighs. Now, most of my ladies want to hide that.
Do you want to hide that?
No. It's, to be honest, it's the one part of, well, they've got a couple of parts, but that's quite nice. And I think the fact that it's got some shape suddenly shows that, you know, I am still a woman. I'm not just somebody who's hiding behind the clothes that she wears. So where I can, I will show them.
Right. But our clients would rather embrace better parts of their bodies.
How do you know that?
Because like I said to you earlier, we know our clients and we know what they're looking for.
But if Kim came into your shop,
Yeah.
you'd have nothing to show her on that level.
We would have a classic pant in our trousers, but we wouldn't have a fitted waistline for you. I've never heard of a woman that wants to enhance the size of her thighs, unless she is minuscule. We actually looked around the crotch area there and rather exaggerated, which is not great.
I actually genuinely cannot listen to her going on any more in such a negative way and actually thinking she's funny. How unfunny are you, Amanda? If Amanda won't listen to the women of Ascot, she's going to have to listen to me. I'm going to have to tackle this problem head on.
I think there is an issue, and I think the issue is the way that you look at these women. The way you talk about them as misshapen, you know, bullet figures, bouncy castles, fat, sweaty. I think you look at them like a different breed.
Why would I believe that? Why
Because
do you
that's
think?
what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing.
Because I talk about them in sort of
Derogatory terms.
basic terms, like you sort of...
Bouncy castles.
Yeah, then...
Fat.
Yeah, but that's... then we've put this just joking aside, really.
But you see...
But that doesn't mean to say that I have a problem with bigger people. That's ridiculous. I'd have been out of business years ago.
But you're not being successful in business, and I have to understand why.
Yeah.
And this, to me, is kind of ding, 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 an alarm bell that is pretty significant.
Hey, you're the expert.
And I'm not the expert on how you behave. I'm the expert on coming up with what this business should be. I'm the expert in retailing and branding, but I am hearing from you that you don't have an issue. Is that what you're saying to me?
I don't have an issue with people's shapes and sizes. Absolutely not.
If I'm wrong on this, Amanda, then prove it to me, because I need that. I really do, so that we can take this business forward.
Why would I want to put people down if I'm investing my money and my time in that shop if I was doing it for a joke? Absolutely ridiculous. In fact, it's quite pathetic.
If she doesn't change, I cannot deliver a business that is dressing and celebrating fuller-figured women. I just can't do it.
Amanda's negative attitude is the reason she's losing money. I need her to get her head around the idea of celebrating women's curves, especially as the first thing I want to do with her shop is introduce lingerie. British women are spending more and more on lingerie, £2.5 billion a year. It's no longer enough for your bra to be functional, it's got to be fashionable too. And Amanda could really tap into this demand. Today, I've brought her to a studio in South London, where I want her to direct a photo shoot.
Amanda, this is Chelsea, your model.
Hi, Chelsea.
This is Amanda, who's going to be styling you.
Hi.
Hello. And this is Alfred, the photographer. Oh. This is your collection.
I've found some great lingerie in larger sizes from a brand called Fantasy, and we need some images to go up on the walls of the new shop. If Amanda's going to prove that I'm wrong about her, now's her chance to do it.
So I've got Chelsea in a seductive. So I want the lighting to be a little bit dimmer.
Moody.
Pouty, seductive, smooth.
Yeah. Right, are we ready? Yeah?
See your chest a bit more, that's it. A bit of this, Chelsea. Point your toes. Spread your legs. Okay, let's try on your knees.
Right, before this turns into a full-on porn shoot, I'm stepping in.
Now, if you look at this, I'm not seeing any lingerie, I'm just seeing a plastic chair.
I was making her look sexy.
Did you feel natural posing like that?
The pose, no. I just felt a bit slutty, to be honest.
Slutty?
Yeah.
Right. What do you think? They're your pictures. Have a look.
Well, like I said, I'm no photographer and it's new to me, but there are some other good pictures in there, I think. I think you've obviously picked out the naff ones. So if you go back to
obviously. We can pick out any, you can pick out any you want.
Go back to the first set. That one's quite nice. And it's enhancing her bust and giving her a good waistline.
See, I think that pose looks like a dodgy sex pose. These pictures are kind of a cliche on how women, larger women in lingerie, would feel. Nobody's going to come in and say, I want that. Are they?
No.
I'm going to have a go. I'm going to style and have a go.
These pictures don't just have to send the right message, they also have to actually sell the product. Instead of hiding it under a feather boa, we should be making a feature of all its selling points.
This works so well because you've got a great wide strap, but then they've just put such a delicate little bow on it and makes it look very pretty and feminine. Catching everything here, you know, when bras are badly fitted, you often get lumps sticking out the sides, and this is pulling all the breast in and pushing it forward. It feels and looks beautiful, and what everybody would wear, not just for a big girl. And that's what I love about this little bra. Right, we're going to get in front of the cameras then.
Yes.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Can we take the lighting up? I don't want it dimmed. I want it nice and beautifully crisp and light. And without the props. I just want a full figure pose. So we're just going to move and we'll try a few, Chelsea, OK?
Great. That's fabulous.
Could you just give me a little bit more legs? She was walking. Just try that for me. Just try that.
OK, that's great. Great. That's great, Chelsea.
See, I think this looks really, really beautiful. I can see her body fully, all the lines of the bra and the knickers, and I just think it's so sensuous.
It is.
You like that?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I love that.
That's
I think
nice.
it's so gorgeous.
It's It's very simple but desperately effective. Yeah, it's great.
If we can do this with lingerie, which is the toughest, imagine how you can do that through fashion. I really feel like we've made a massive step today, and I actually didn't think we were going to. Seeing this woman, you know, getting dressed and actually feeling great about her body, I think made it click with Amanda. Hang on a minute, you know? We don't all have to be bones and down the gym to feel great. So I think that's the biggest step that we've had today, is that she's seen it. The proof is in the pictures. They're there.
Every good retailer works hard to show they understand and empathise with their customer. I think Amanda's beginning to grasp how she can do that visually. But it's time to get back to the main problem, the language she's using when she talks to her customers. Today, I'm taking her to a store who really knows how to get that right.
I brought you here to Evans because I want to measure your customer service skills against a company, basically, that prides itself on its ability to sell to women of a fuller figure, OK? So no bad words. Come on. No, all this and that and this and that.
Shahada Montier is the customer service manager at this flagship Evans branch.
Shahada, Amanda.
Hello, Amanda. Nice to meet you.
Talk to us about how you kind of connect with your customer.
You'll use words such as you're really curvy here, what would flatter your shape, and it's those kind of words. It's really positive words, because a lot of women that come in here have issues with weight.
And the most important thing is, I suppose, how do you want your customers to feel when they...
To walk out of here feeling confident, feeling absolutely fantastic. Amanda, this is...
Amanda's going to be let loose on some customers, with Shahada and I keeping a close eye.
What comfortable size are you at the moment?
Probably an 18 on the top and a 24 on the bottom. So like I said, big difference between the two.
All right then. What you're asking me to put together for you here, something, a little relaxed look, something you can work easy with, something to enhance the bust line, give you a little bit of height and detract from what happens.
Absolutely. Yes.
Perfect.
Where she said detract, that to me sounds like a really negative
Negative.
word.
It is negative word.
Because detract means we don't want people to look at that.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, okay.
This is Amanda. She's going to help you out.
Rachel. Nice to meet you. Fine. You're tall.
This is getting worse. Amanda's made one woman feel she's too tall, and the other one, it appears, is too short.
Bit more colour.
Okay.
Stripes going down. It's going to give us a little bit more height again. We've got the same sort of bits going on here, and give you a little bit more broadness here to balance out what's happening downstairs.
When Amanda talks to you about your shape, how does that make you feel?
To begin with, it was, well, these are your problem areas. Well, I know that.
Thing is that you want to feel fabulous in whatever you wear.
Absolutely. I didn't realize I was as short as I am, though. She keeps talking about bringing me up, and I mean, I'm 5'5". I don't think I'm that short.
No, you're not.
You like that sort of neckline, though?
I do. I like the V shape.
Yeah.
And anything with horizontal lines, just to make me look
a bit thinner. We're looking for pants.
To make you look thinner? Oh, God give me strength. I've got to wade in here.
Tailor a little bit here, and it's also got the length as well, which you're concerned about.
Yeah.
2 seconds. Yeah. Come here. I just want one word. Right, 2 seconds, don't worry.
She's going to tell me off.
I am going to tell you off, right? The first thing you said to her was, you're tall. Well, she might not have an issue with that. And then you just said, she said, I want something that makes me look, and you went thinner.
Did I?
Yeah.
Did I?
You don't know. I know. Now just think about it, because you know you can do it. Get out.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
You look very worried.
She's got herself into a way of always being as talking about the body in derogatory terms. I actually, funnily enough, think a lot of it's nerves, because she's not quite sure what to do. I genuinely think that. You know, otherwise I would string her up. to be quite honest. I genuinely think it's nerves, and I think it's all, I'll be the fun, I'll be the entertainment, and don't worry, you know, I'm going to make you look good, don't worry about your big bits, and actually now it's just, she's done it so often, she doesn't even know she's saying it. It's like swearing, you know? You don't realise until your kid says, oh, I heard that. You think, oh, gosh, you know.
Obviously, I say a lot more that's of a negative thing. Everything has to be positive, which I thought I do, and obviously I don't do. It was quite shocking, actually.
Amanda's got one last chance to get this right.
Are you overruns?
Manic.
Do you have a moment where you just...
You think I'm mad, don't you?
Yes.
Are you still alive in there? Here she is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not
Right,
sure.
Come on out, let's have a look. All right, how do you feel?
I'm not too sure of the top. It's a bit frumpy.
A bit frumpy?
Yeah.
Take it off. Take it off, we talk about it no more.
Well, at least Amanda's listening to the customer.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, it's much better than the last outfit.
Yeah, and with accessories, it's going to have a completely different look, so it's very versatile as well.
Definitely,
So
yeah,
it's
it's quite
one
fashionable
of those,
as well,
yeah,
so.
key elements to have in your wardrobe as a, you know, a must-have piece.
Yeah.
Hallelujah! I finally feel we're getting somewhere.
I actually don't think you realise when you say those words. Well, you don't, do you?
No.
You don't. No.
Well, what have I done? Did I do anything wrong this time?
No, you
Okay.
didn't. No, I thought it was really, really much better. And I think the most important thing is, A, you talked about the fashion. You know, this is the fashion, it was on trend, and you talked to her about the garments instead of her body.
Absolutely fab with her. You really flattered her body, basically,
Yeah,
so
it's
well
great.
done for that.
And you can see it, what's rewarding is you see it in the customer.
Yeah.
And she's sitting there looking at herself and thinking, actually, I look good.
I'm starting to think it may just be possible to turn my vision for this business into reality. But we need to do something about that naff name.
Now, I don't like the name Blinks. I don't, because, you know, it sounds like kind of, it's trying to be a bit too trendy with the Z on the end and a bit kind of edgy and cool. But more importantly, Amanda, I want this shop to be known for understanding women's bodies, whatever their size is. Now, I love the idea of calling this shop The Fit.
Oh.
Which I just think is very chic.
Yeah.
And the fit, to me, I also kind of like the fact that that's quite an important thing in your life.
Ah, yeah. Clever.
Do you like it?
Yeah,
You do?
Yeah, it's good.
Anyone who's selling fashion has to know what's in fashion. And the quickest and easiest way of doing that is reading the magazines, the fashion magazines every single month. And I have a funny feeling Amanda's not doing that. And if she's not doing that, she must be mad, because I bet your bottom dollar her customers are doing that, and they've got one step ahead of her.
I've arranged to meet Amanda at the offices of Marie Claire, one of the UK's leading fashion magazines. Here, they keep an eagle eye on the catwalks, then deliver fashion advice and ideas to over 1 million readers every month.
Morning, Amanda.
Morning.
Right, a question.
Oh.
Do you read fashion magazines regularly?
No.
And you're in the fashion business?
Yeah.
Right, you're going to start. Amanda, Nicole.
Hi,
Nicole,
morning.
Amanda.
And to you.
Shopping editor Nicole Smallwood is going to put Amanda to work. I need to establish just how much, or should that be, how little, Amanda does know about fashion.
What we do is we call in lots of clothes for stories that we're doing, and at the moment we're doing a little story on trends for spring summer, and what we'd like you to do is have a little look around and pick out what you think are going to be key for next summer.
Oh, wow. Not much of a mission then.
Amanda's going to talk through her selection in front of Nicole and executive fashion editor Elizabeth Walker. These women know their fashion, and I'm just hoping Amanda won't embarrass herself.
So these are my pieces, which I've chosen. This is my dress, and I think will be a must-have, she says confidently.
God, listening to this is torture.
The reason I've said this is because my daughter, my eldest daughters, are into this. So,
how old are
high
your
fashion,
daughters?
18 and 16. This one I thought was, I just thought it was cute. And then I assumed that there was going to be a little bit more happening with jeans, you know, a bit more going from the skinny look to the straight leg. So I've done my best, but your opinions would be much appreciated because this is all virginal to me.
Yeah, this is all virginal to you. A boutique owner! The truth of the matter is, that was like, maybe what happens if a woman of 30 walks into your shop and says, look, you know what, I'm a size 16, but I really want to kind of find a trouser that's of this season. Do you think they're right for me? You know, what would you say? We don't do this season. No, we don't
I wouldn't do it quite like that.
No. If you're in any profession, you need to know exactly what's happening in that business so that you can decide, where do I put myself on that playing field? But I'm going to hand you over to the ladies who will tell you the reasons why these are right or wrong.
The first dress that you've chosen, it's a little bit last season. There were smocks still on the catwalk, but progressing onwards and moving forward, I think it was a completely different shape. Moving on to the second outfit, the skirt, I actually love that skirt, so well done for picking that out. Yeah, we all want to go and buy that.
4 of those, please.
Yeah, the dirndl skirt was very prevalent in all the collections. So the white top there, very shapeless. For this season, although there are a few smocks, it's kind of moving more tapered. So for me, that top isn't on trend, that's very last season.
We urgently need to inject some fashion knowledge into that brain of hers. So I've asked Nicole to go through the looks that she thinks will make the jump from catwalk to the high street this season.
The first look here is our nautical-inspired look, and although the skinny leg was very prevalent last season, I wouldn't say the skinny is totally out, but I think for spring and summer, it's more of a wider leg trouser. This is the boyfriend oversized jacket. There is a trend coming forward, seen on the catwalk at Bottega Veneta, which was the most beautiful show. Boyfriend jackets, slouchy pants, very kind of Great Gatsby. Now the dress on the chair at the end is the floral print this year. Shows such as Missoni, Aquascutum, really bold floral prints. Vitamin C colour, apples, really vivid colours. Now, along with florals this season, star print and this whole kind of circus element is really big. We saw it on the Chanel catwalk most prevalently.
This information is gold dust for Amanda. If she knows that a certain look is in, she can introduce touches of it into her shop, and her customers can feel that they're in fashion. When I first spoke with Amanda, she was all like, no, I do know what I'm doing. She wasn't listening. No, I don't discuss women in that way. And now, though something has just, the penny has dropped, and the great thing is that I can see that she's open to this now, which is half the battle won. And she's actually listening. Today, I've set up a key meeting.
I think it's really, really important that you get the right collections into your shop, because no matter what I do for you, or what we do with the shop, or how we market it, people are going to have to want these clothes.
German-born Anna Schultz is the talked-about designer for the fuller-figured woman. A former plus-size model herself, she's really carved out a niche designing flattering, fashionable clothes in size 12 to 28.
Hi, Anna. Hello. Anna, can I introduce you to Amanda?
Hi,
Hello,
Anna.
Amanda.
Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
Hello,
Mary. You ready to look at some nice clothes then today?
Yeah.
Great. What makes our collection different from lots of the plus-size collections you see out there is that we cut quite body-enhancing. So we want to, give women the opportunity to dress very sensual and feminine, and I find a lot of other collections just want to cover up. So I like to enhance, show a nice bust line, a bit of cleavage. Some women have great legs, and you can show all of that
But central to what you do, though, is the fact that you think from a fashion perspective, first of all.
That is true. I mean, I find that a lot of other collections, they look at, oh, it's plus size, so we have to think plus size. I design a collection first, then I adapt it to the fuller body shape.
Having heard that, Amanda, what do you think? What do you think to the collection? What's your first thoughts?
Well, the thing is, they don't look...
fat.
No. You know, they actually look slimmer with the more fitted things. What's exciting for me is that we've never done dresses before, so that'll be very interesting to see. And that's probably shocked you completely, has it?
Yes, because there's so much a demand for us. We get asked for dresses all the time.
Now Amanda's got to put her money where her mouth is and select the pieces she wants for her shop. I really hope she doesn't revert to her old buying habits and go for minimum colour and maximum coverage.
So I've chosen these pieces because I thought they were very fresh and very exciting and be brand new to me. What excited about me this was the colour predominantly, the design and the versatility of it. As soon as I saw that, I thought it was great. And you know what? Ladies of Ascot High Street like a little bit of bling.
Sparkle.
Oh, they do. Now this one I love.
Good choice.
Yeah. Obviously the trend, because of the colours we're looking for this season. Again, the cut is perfect for most shapes. And your Ascot lady will like this. And this will be good in the races.
The races?
Yeah.
You don't buy too many. We don't want 10 of them lined up. All lined up with their short on eye.
This is great. Amanda's picked out the bold floral prints and bright colours which Nicole at Marie Claire tipped her off about. And she's gone for several dresses, all cut to show a bit of shape.
You know, I have to say it was just lovely hearing you talk and understand why you were choosing pieces, Amanda. Actually, that makes me really happy. You know, but it does.
Yeah,
it does, because you talked about the print, and I think this is going to be on trend this season, and I like that colour, and I like the cut of this, and here's a nice piece that anyone can wear in their wardrobe. It's a basic, which are all those really important things that you need to take into consideration. So I feel really happy, like, yes!
I'm going to show Amanda what I mean when I talk about a sophisticated shopping environment. Matthew Williamson is the British designer of the moment, and his shop in Mayfair in London is a knockout little boutique.
Wow.
Amanda, and wow.
Wow.
I think the wow factor is the reason I brought you here.
Claire Saprinsky is the brains behind this beautiful shop.
Nice to meet you. This is Claire who designed this fabulous emporium. Just talk us around and talk about those little wow factors and why you've done certain things.
Absolutely. We've got quite a narrow shop space, so it's very important that the rails talk to each other and across the space.
When you say talk to each other, explain what you mean by that.
Well, things need to reflect and bounce back, and using fabric groups and prints that echo around the room, you will subconsciously lead your customer around.
I call it the ping pong effect, where they bounce from one wall to another, and people just subconsciously do that. How did you come up with this batty hanging from the Murano glass chandeliers?
Well, I don't know. I was looking at books on Greek caryatids, actually, and just decided to hang the mannequins in space so that they move, so that as a customer you can come and touch the garment.
I mean, when you think of your space, Amanda, when you walk in, you actually have quite a long vision, and you could do something very beautiful that would just hang in the middle above, you know, even a unit that you could do.
Yeah.
Windows?
Windows, vital. Vital. It's your communication to the pavement. But also, don't forget that it's important to have your mannequins facing in. It's quite rude to have just backs confronting your clients when they leave the store.
What I love about this shop is there's so much for the customer to explore. And round each corner, there's a surprise.
This is mad, but it's beautifully mad, and it's in keeping with his brand.
Yeah.
Do you know, why shouldn't you have a garden in the middle of your store? And it makes the store feel alive.
It's just amazing to think that these things can be done and I'm not doing them. Brain's going 100 miles an hour, thinking, I can do that, and that's so simple but so effective.
Inspired by her visit to Matthew Williamson, Amanda's been hard at work helping transform Blinks into the Fit. My design team have come up with some bright ideas to blast away that gloom.
It's a good job I like pink, isn't it?
The last thing to go is that dreadful old sign.
It's actually quite sad now it's going, but Blinks was good. Yeah, I liked Blinks.
It's the morning of the relaunch, and although there's still lots of work to be done before we open the doors this evening, it's all starting to take shape.
It's quite emotional today, actually, because it's like, you know, everything I've learnt and absorbed is all coming together, and it's a bit all overwhelming.
We now need to get the message out. This is the Fit and this is what we do. So I've come up with a great stunt today that's a bit of fun, because we need a bit of fun in fashion, that will talk to these customers.
I've invited some women along and asked them to bring the frumpiest items they can find in their wardrobes. I'll be chucking those straight into my portable recycling machine.
Who's first in my mean machine? We have the giant humbug. What on earth? What made you do that?
I think I was going for the full coverage and I liked the stretch.
Yeah. But the full coverage is what everybody goes for when they're a little bit depressed, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Say goodbye to the dishcloth.
Goodbye.
To replace their old clothes, Amanda will be fitting our ladies in a great pair of these tummy tuck jeans from America, which will then be on sale at tonight's launch at a discount.
I would like you to try these on, just the classic dark denim jeans, which are going to be perfect for you.
I'm hoping these women will buy into the basic message. Junk the front and come to Amanda's shop for beautifully fitted fashion.
I feel 3 sizes smaller than
Do
what I am.
you?
I do indeed.
That's fantastic. And how do they feel on your body?
They feel snug.
Let me have a look at that little bottom of yours.
They feel comfortable.
Look at that cheeky bum.
Best of all, Amanda's getting into her stride with the customers, and instead of giving them a complex, she's doing a great job of boosting their confidence.
How do you feel in those jeans? I think they look absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, they feel great, actually.
The last little touch. I want you just to open the bin up.
This will be interesting. Ooh, lovely. No.
Amanda, now, after all we've learned, are these relevant anymore to your business? In they go, you put them in, and my favourites, Alibaba's Pooh carriers, S-H-I-T carriers. In they go. Shut that door. And press the button.
Back in Ascot, the Fit is finally finished.
How does it feel standing outside this new business?
Fantastic.
Does it?
It actually, it doesn't look like my shop anymore, but it is.
But it is your shop, but it's a new shop for new you. Let's go in and have a look at this wonderful shop. I want to go in, I want to shop.
4 weeks ago, this was a dismal little shop selling heavy, ugly clothes. Now it looks fresh and inviting, and it's full of clothes you'd actually want to wear, whatever your size.
I'm pleased with this, Ian.
Yeah, I love it. I love it, actually.
Anna Schultz's collection is at the front, where I think it'll act as a customer magnet and draw them in. Amongst the other collection, there's some classic tailoring from designer Paul Costello, our tummy tuck jeans, and in its corner at the back, the lingerie by Fantasy, as advertised by the beautiful Chelsea.
So your key fashion stories are at the front, and that's the changeable bit that changes with the seasons, and I love the fact that you've just got this little area for lingerie where, you know, the ladies can feel a little bit more discreet, you know, at the back. And then making just your fitting rooms a little bit more fun. And somewhere where people actually enjoy dressing up. I mean, I just think, how cute is that? Because actually people underestimate how important the fitting room is. This is when they stand and look in the mirror and make that decision that I'm going to buy.
It's fab, I love this bit.
With 15 minutes to go until we throw open the doors, there's a crowd gathering outside. Tonight we're opening for just 2 hours and it'll be a real test. Will the ladies of Ascot like and will they buy?
Welcome to the Fit. Enjoy yourselves. Did you not bring this then?
Our stunt earlier today obviously worked. There are a few faces here I recognise.
It's absolutely fantastic. The decor, the stock, the whole lot is just so well thought through.
It's much brighter. It's a little bit down to before, actually.
It makes you want to come in and look, rather than, oh, perhaps we won't go in today. It looks
a bit
frumpy.
So what do you think?
Amanda's doing a great job of serving the customers.
Wow.
Very nice. Yeah.
Stunning.
No, it feels nice. It feels nice.
And that is pure silk as well.
It's beautiful.
So that's why it falls so fabulously on you.
Yeah. Yes. Very nice.
Way! Right. Even some of Amanda's old customers have come along and they're loving the new stuff.
Really nice. Yeah, that is super. That's a new you, isn't it? That's a new me. That's a new you. New me.
Isn't it? Is she?
But the proof that this new business is working is at the cash desk. And sure enough, Ascot ladies are getting their plastic out.
So she's having 20% off too. Exactly. And so you should.
So what do you think of the shop?
I think it's fantastic. It's very nice to actually come in, find something that will fit you.
A little bit more figure hugging. Yeah. It shows off the right parts, really. Yeah. It just feels nice, the fabric, the fall of the fabric and everything, it just feels nice.
How do you feel having Amanda who can really guide you? Is that important to you?
It is important, yeah, absolutely, yeah, fantastic. It's great. You just need that reassurance that everything looks right.
So Amanda, a few hours, we're open tonight. How much did you take?
£718.40.
That's not bad.
Not for a couple of hours, though. I took that every couple of hours. I don't have to open a couple of days a week.
You're taking 400 a week.
Yeah, I know. Shocking.
I wish you well. You've been a star.
Thank you.
I really think you've been a star, sweetheart, OK?
Thank you.
Good luck.
Yes.
Every luck. And when I come back, I want you just to be running this business and not having to do...
Oh, I don't know about that bit. If I'm lucky. Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you, Mary. Oh, bless. It's quite sad, really.
I knew there was a market for a business like this, and tonight has proved it. The collection in there is superb. The shop feels upbeat, fabulous, and Amanda is a new person. That's a big, big result. A big result. So I'm really, really happy.
Just 3 weeks later and business at the Fit is already starting to pick up.
We've had some very good days income-wise. One day we took over £1,000, which is so unusual for us at the moment, so that's great. The customers love this open environment. It's less intimidating, they're relaxed, they want to spend time here. They've still got this wow factor, and I come in and I can still inhale the paint and think, great, want to be here.
Amanda's manner with the customers is completely different, and she's seeing and feeling the benefits.
What I've noticed is the connection with the clients. You can lift them up in the way you talk as well as the way you dress them. So you can just sort of smile when they talk about the bits they don't like and then focus on making them feel more confident. That's just a classical piece anyway, so you're going to wear that with anything.
I don't think I could have worn a dress like it because I'm too short, aren't I?
Oh, I think you'll be surprised that you could. Yeah. Stunning.
It's ideal.
Looking back at how I used to talk to them, it makes me laugh, but but I've learnt my lesson.